All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Gym of All Trades Sunday night charts. What's going on? How are you guys doing? You guys ready for a bit of a correction? I think we're due one. We'll talk about what we're seeing in the charts tonight. Got my coffee. Let me see if I can get myself on the screen here. If you guys are interested in seeing me there, boom, there I am. Awesome. There we go. So, yeah, let's jump into the charts tonight, guys. First off, the title, guys, a little bit not clickbait, but I want to clarify so none of you start just trying to go long right in this range here, guys. I don't think this is a bull trap that's going to turn around right now and just reverse and go hit the lows right now. I just don't think it's a bull trap like that. I don't think the wave structure is saying that. Okay. However, I do think it's a much bigger bull trap than we think it is. So, with that said, yeah, bull trap, but around 40K, guys. Looking at a 40K target potentially. I'm going to show you why I think that. I'm going to show you as much as I can see in the charts, guys, and we'll just nerd out on the charts tonight. Enjoy some time together, looking at what is going on. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay. So with that out of the way, I'm not here to give you financial advice on Bitcoin at all, but I am here to demonstrate at least how I look at the chart as an Elliott wave technician. I like to look at the technical analysis through an Elliott wave theory lens. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a theory from a guy named Elliott back in the early 1900s. He started looking at markets through a lens of 5s and 3s. He saw impulses going in 5s, pullbacks in 3s, and he started seeing patterns of 5s and 3s. He saw larger patterns that he began to put together in known structures, and he developed a whole theory around the market movement. And so we look at that theory and say, yeah, there's some merit to it. The market does move in 5s and 3s. So we're going to try to look at the market, see how she's moving, watch out for those 5s and 3s, put them together, and see if we can figure out which direction the market might be going in the long term and in the short term. So we're going to jump in, guys, and just start looking and enjoying the live, guys. If you're here tonight and you can go if you want. My wife's going by. I love you. If you're here tonight and you've been here before and you hit that like button, guys. You know what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to do my very, very best for you, show you what I'm seeing in the macro and in the micro, okay? And that's what we're doing. So let me just say hi to everybody here that's already been here saying hello. Good to see you guys. There's Brandon, my buddy Brandon. I'm not the legend, but you are, man, the XRP legend. What's up? There's the Elijah Rev. What's up, man? Jim TV. You coined that phrase, man. I love it. Love it. Thank you, bro, for being here. Hey, Steven. What's up? Hugo Calories. How you doing, buddy? Kimo Sabi. He's ready. And I guess we got good audio and video. Just let me know. Make sure. Dump it. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to get a bit of a correction. We'll look at it. We could get a pop to the high still. So, there's Merle James. What's up, man? He's been around. I've known Merle for quite a while. Good to see you, buddy. Keith. Hey, man. Moonboy counts. All right, I'll give you a Moonboy count. Promise. I promise you'll have a Moonboy count. Target already 40K. There it is. Alex says dump it. Johnny English. Hello, my good friend. Johnny English. What's up? 2019? Maybe. We'll look at that. I don't think so, though, to be honest with you. Actually, no. It is not a repeat of 2019. Absolutely not. Don't think that at all. Hey, there's Zazzleman from Down Under. G'day there, mate. How is it there in the future? What's the Bitcoin price there in the future in Australia, man? Johnny Utah says, get to the chopper. Now, we have to get that. We have to get to the chopper now. SJ, Coco, and Crypto stuff. Did I miss it? Well, what's up, guys? Are you guys with Vova? Are y'all in the same place, or what? Y'all hanging out, chilling, watching Jim TV? Well, that's kind of funny if you are. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you. All right, guys. And you guys, if I miss you when you come in, I'm sorry. I do want to expedite. I do want to expedite. Just the beginning of the live. I do want to say hi because, guys, I enjoy nerding out with you guys and hanging out and enjoy the fellowship. It's a lot of fun. which a bunch of fellas in the same ship, in the same crypto ship, just trying to make it and steer our way through the waves of the market makers for sure. So I really enjoy Sunday night charts. I'm feeling good today. I'm rested. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. So this might be an extended one. We'll see. Go a couple of hours. We'll see. I might not. We might just go an hour. I don't know. We might get it done. But guys, if y'all don't have your merch yet, if you want the chill, the market always comes back mug, go hit my links in the description. I think it's in there. There's a link to my merch channel. I also got a t-shirt there, chill, the market comes back. I've got a bunch of other t-shirts. Go have some fun there if you feel like it. There's some cool shirts. There's S. Joe Coco. What's up, man? All right. Hey, there's Bobby. And Zazzleman, you like my new glasses, man? Y'all like my new glasses? They're green. It's a little different for me. I'm used to wearing black rimmed. I got the green ones rocking tonight. Hope you like them. It's out of my comfort zone. It's out of my box, but we'll see. All right, my back. Whoa. Okay. Well, guys, let's jump in. I'm glad you're here. Super, super glad you're here. And let's Crypto Fitter, what's up, man? And Dave Joseph, I think Bobby D, I don't know if I said hi to you, but okay, that's where I got to stop the hellos. I love you guys, and let's jump into the charts. Again, not financial advice, and my title isn't meant to say, hey, buy now, okay? My title isn't, the title was designed to say, hey, I think everybody's thinking this is a Bitcoin, bull trap, and that the whales are selling into it. And it's going down. Now, could it do that? Absolutely, it could. But I'm going to show you at least what I'm seeing on the chart and show you what to expect if I'm right, it's not a bull trap. Though I do think it's a larger bull trap, but I don't think it's a bull trap that's getting ready to turn down now. Okay? I think it's going to turn later. And I'm going to show you why. We're going to do some fractal analysis. We're going to do Elliott wave analysis. We're going to look at some targets there, and I'll show you what I'm thinking, okay? And we'll get there. So we got to take your time, relax, enjoy the coffee, and do it like that. Okay, with that said, let's jump in. Where do we start here, guys? Let's start... I don't want to start on that chart quite yet. Yeah, I'm giving away all my thoughts here, guys. Giving away all my thoughts. Let's just start on this chart. Let's go to the daily. Zoom out. Let me move my pivots here. Boom. There we go. Yeah, Zazzleman, there probably is. We're due for a correction. Okay, let's just start looking at the market. Let me show you what I'm seeing. First off, the first argument that we're going to have lower prices, but I don't think we're ready yet because this bounce isn't big enough. You say, whoa, this bounce isn't big enough. It's been pretty big. How do you say it's not big enough yet? Well, let me show you the kind of bounce I'm looking for, okay? But before I do that, let me explain. So we have come down, and we've come down into what we call support, right? Right here, the top of this wave is support. We have not hit the secondary support, which is down here at 13.8, right? But here's the deal with markets. The support is only, let's just say, how do we say it? It's when a wave comes down and finds support at the top of a previous wave, that is what we're going to call weak support. Weak support. Okay? So you got the top of this wave, and then it just tanked, okay? And price just melted right through it like butter and hasn't really touched this level in a very long time, okay? And this is weak support, in my opinion. That is going to get broken. It will more than likely get broken, okay? You have the top of this wave as well. It is support, but it's weak support, and we haven't hit that yet. I don't think we're coming down to hit it either anytime soon, okay? Like in the next week or month, right? I don't think that's the case. Rather, the troughs, when you talk about true support and resistance, the troughs of a wave, that's right here, where price has already come down very fast and found real support for a real bounce, came down, hit it again, found real support for a real bounce, which, by the way, holds real support at the tops of these waves and the bottom of these waves here. We have real support down here, real and strong support down here around $4,000. Okay, $4,000, $5,000 in that range, depending on how you look at it. 4 to 6. That's where the real support is. Okay, and that's probably where this wave is coming. You say, well, how is it going to get there? Well, we're going to probably be making what we call a double correction or a WXY, okay? What is that? Well, let me explain to you this move. Let's just go back and do a little fractal analysis here. And I'll show you what price does. It will come down to weak support, all right? And then it will create a flat usually or a steep correction and then come back down to strong support. Let me show you how Bitcoin likes to move, okay? On these big things. So we went parabolic, went straight up, right? We came down, and I just want to highlight this. How did we come down? How many waves did we come down in? Let me see if I can get the stream up. There we go. We came down in a 3-wave move. What happened? Well, that 3-wave move came down fast, and it came down to the top of this wave and the bottom of this wave right here and found weak support, okay? Because the real support for this wave is down here and down here at this trough where it broke out and retested and shot up right there. This is where the real support lies, okay? And that's exactly what it did. It came down to an area of weak support, shot up, and then worked its way down in 3 more waves, okay? And there's a triangle in here, okay? And you got an A, a triangle B, and then a C. And that's real simple. Elliott. And there's a W, X, and a Y wave. And this is what, it did. Now, when we go to the next one, we had another parabolic move back in 2019. Okay. It started going up, 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 up. Okay. Great. What did it do? It came down in 3 waves right there and found weak support right here at the top of this wave. Okay, the bottom of this wave, it found actually right in here, it found weak support. What did it do? After 3 waves, we made a flat, shot up very quickly, and then we came down in 3 more waves and found strong support. Back in the area of strong support. All right? So, let's take that pattern and just understand what this thing is doing. What has happened? We went up parabolically, okay? My count for this move to the upside, I got a couple of counts. This is 1, 2. I like this one the best, 3, 4, 5. I like that as a 5-wave move. Done, complete, breaks no rules. It's fine. The only qualm you have is getting a 5-wave move out of this. It's not very fun looking at that as a 5-wave move, okay? Now, one of the things, there's another count there. We could call this a flat right here. 3 down, we could call that 3 up. We could call this 5 down, okay? And then what we have here is a 3-wave X. So this is W, this is X. And now we could be getting Y, where this is boom, boom, back up to 40K range, and then boom, okay? And this could be a Y wave, something like this. So this is W, a little crappy X, and then Y, like that. What it's going to do, it came down, okay? Now, or you have WXY, ABC, then we get WXY, okay? Either count works, but here's my point. This has come down, and it has only found weak support on the top of this wave. Bitcoin does not operate like that. This is weak temporary support. This is, yes, a bull trap, but it's not the kind of bull trap that I think is going to just reverse tonight. I think we are heading up, guys, to 40K range, okay? That doesn't mean there's not going to be a pullback. In fact, I am looking for a pullback. Around this range, I'm looking for a pullback. That's fairly steep, and that'll give me a 3-wave move and reset the RSI a little bit and so on. So I am looking for a pullback. So I do see us going down, okay? I do see us coming down to strong support. So you bears, I think we're going down. I think we are. But I don't think we're going down right away. I think we've only hit weak support, but we haven't bounced yet. We haven't finished bouncing, okay? So that's support resistance, guys. That's the first thing I wanted to draw your attention to, okay? Now, let's start looking at Elliott waves just for a minute. What we've got rocking here is, as we came down, we found that support zone right here, okay? Right here, smack on 18K, 17K range. Excuse me, 17.8, 18K, something like that. We found that support right there, okay? We bounced in 3 waves, okay? Boom, boom, boom. And then we came down in 3 waves. Boom, boom, boom. It broke the low. How many of you guys know what structure, when you have a 3-wave A and a 3-wave B that breaks the low, generally speaking, what are you looking for the C wave? How many waves? Anybody know? And what structure is that called? That's going to be a quiz question for anybody out there. Studying Elliott wave, you Elliott guys. What's up, 80 viewers? Good to see you. What's the C wave? How many waves are we looking for? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller, anyone? 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 I know there's a delay, so looking at, yeah, it's not extended flat, but that's good. It's not a running flat, Jay, but it is a flat. It would be a running flat if we got 5 waves in C. We're looking for 5 waves. Yeah, sorry, I just gave the answer, Chemo. Forget that. Yeah, we're looking for 5 whales. Yeah, right. So, how many of you guys remember? Guys, remember, I've been talking about... How many of you guys remember me calling for a flat here, breaking the low, and shooting up fast and furious? Anybody remember that kind of language, guys? Let me know in the chat. In the chat there, remind me that you guys actually listen. I was calling for potentially. Now I wasn't calling it, but I was saying, hey, this is a structure that's potential. I've been calling for this for weeks now, very many weeks. Okay, back since November. I'll probably do a video here soon, going back to some of those old videos, talking about what I was seeing, and that's the validity and the helpfulness of Elliott wave. It gets you ready for potential structures that are happening. So yeah, we're looking for a 3-wave pullback, a flat, and that thing needs to be 5 waves. Okay. Now, I think at minimum, what we do here is we're going to pull the fibs on this guy. In general, as we pull the fibs, we're looking for 5 waves. Generally speaking, we like to see 5 waves go up, anywhere between the 1-to-1 and the 1.618, or the 2.618. And if the market gets froggy, the 3.618. And I'm predicting a potential crazy move up to the 3.618 potentially. Now, doesn't have to get up there. It can stop at the 2.618, no problem, okay? We have weak support there, and that's a great area to see a bounce, okay? Five and C is right. ABC is, this is a 3.35, which would be a flat correction, okay? Now, so anyway, with that said, we're looking for 5 waves. So what do we got? What do we got off the bottom? Well, we got a really trashy 1, 2. Okay. Now what? We got another little 1, 2 right there. 3, 4, 5. We put in a potential 3, but I don't think so. I really don't think this is 3, but it could be. And we get a 4, and then a 5, and then we're done. We could be done. And that's the end of C. That's our bounce right there at 28K. We come back up to this structure zone, and then we start shooting down for another wave. I don't think we're going to get that small of a wave, okay? But it's possible. But it looks like we're ready for a wave 4, if that's the case, if that count is true, if that count is good. Ready for wave 4. They say, Jim, how in the world get 5 waves up here with the structure that we have when the market is so absolutely overbought the way it is with the divergence we're seeing on the daily? How in the world can you get 5 waves up to the top from this current wave, Jim? How can that be? Okay, and I'm glad you guys asked. Okay, I'll point you to the RSI right here on let's see, right there. How about right there? That'd be a good spot right there. Even right there. Okay, we got this RSI correction on the daily chart by that sideways movement. It was a sideways correction. We got this deep move that came all the way back below 50 on the RSI. Gave us another run up. Boom. We had a 3-way pullback. That came down even deeper. Created hidden bullish divergence. Boom, boom. Went up for another one. Hit the high. Pulled back. Just this little wave. Shot up. So if you don't think that we can get up here with this RSI like that, just look back at this bullish move right here. All you need is a correction that goes sideways for a little while to bring this RSI down. Okay? Sideways correction. All right? It'll be a correction. It'll be 3 waves. It could come deep or it could go sideways. I don't know what they're planning. All right? And then they could shoot it up, pull it back down, shoot it up, pull it back down, shoot it up. And that RSI would look just like this on the daily as it goes up. Just like that. Okay? So if you don't think they can do it, you got another thing coming. Now, are they going to go up this high? I don't think they'll quite go this high as I've drawn it. But I do think 40K, even 43K, is not a bad target. Not a bad target at all. Okay? Now, do I think there's a correction coming? Yes. We're going to look at the micro in just a minute. Okay? We're gonna do some work on the micro last. But I'm just working on the macro for now. So understand this, that they could totally, if they wanted to, just give us a 3-wave move down like this, back down to 20K range, guys. Back down to, they could come as low as 18.4 at the top of this breakout. They could bring 3 waves back just like that. Okay, they maybe not quite that big. They could come down something like that. Okay, if they wanted to, they could do that, and that would be what I call a 1-2-1-2. Where we get a shot up moonshot 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and that's how we get up there. Okay, they could form a 1-2-1-2 down here, and that would be a bullish flat. That would be our X wave of a W, X, and then I'd be looking for a Y wave down to that $4,000 real support range. Doesn't have to go all the way to 4,000. But that's where the range, $6,000 range, is real support, guys. That's where the real support. 6 to 12 is where the real support is. Okay? I would say 4 to 12. And what we'll have to do is come up with targets as the wave comes down. We'll pull fibs and look at the wave structure, and we'll come up with more definitive targets as the wave comes down. But that would be the zone I would be watching. Okay? All right, so that's basically, guys, my count. So I don't think this current wave is a bull trap. However, what I just drew for you is a substantial pullback that could play out. It could totally play out. It could come all the way back down to 18K. If it comes down there in 3 waves and it resets the RSI on the daily, I'm a buyer down there, most likely. Okay, now it doesn't have to come all the way down to 18K. It could come down to 20K. I don't know. It could find some support right there at 21K, 20K, 20,500, 19, and anywhere in this range here, back here, maybe even the top of this box, chemo box, 21,400, something like that. We could find a 3-way move back down to there. I don't know, but this could just remain sideways and actually give us a bullish correction to the upside. So in other words, we could get a move down to like what 21K, and then 3 waves to break the high, and then another move back down to 22, 23K, and then boom, boom, and then here we go. And we could have a bullish correction right there. Absolutely no problem with any of that. Okay, so we got to understand, guys, that when Bitcoin corrects or moves, she can move, and so we could be in for a period of correcting in this range right here, okay? In this range between, I would say 18K and 25K. We could be oscillating and correctively moving in that range before we shoot up for the next target, which I would say would be around, not like in one day, but the next target area would be around, we'd get a little bit of a jog at 32, but I would imagine 35. 35 would be better, okay? Get a bit of a pullback there, and then a final target of around 43.5 range. Find some real, if we don't find real resistance at 35, 36K, then we're looking at maybe the 43K range. Let's say 40K just to be safe there, okay? So that's the way I'm looking at the market. I'm looking at this as a flat. That's my primary count right there, and I think this thing is going to be a big expanded flat. Now, I've explained to you why I think this move is coming. It's going to be in line with this move right here, and it's going to be in line with this move right here, okay? Let's go back and just look at that chart just for a minute. What happens after 3 waves to the downside on these big, long, nasty corrections that we get with Bitcoin, okay? Big, long, nasty corrections. Let's go to the first move from 2018. The dump that we got in 3 waves. What did it do? We got a 3-wave move, boom. And then we got a 3-wave move back up, really spiky and really fast, okay? We got a V-shaped recovery, okay? And it came back up how far? In that move, it only came back to the 382 retrace of the initial move down. Not very deep, but yet it was steep and fast, okay? And then once that was complete, it's like a failed wave, okay? Once that was complete, now you might argue that this was actually a running flat where you had an A, a B, and a C wave right there, and a running flat. And then you had, then you had A, a triangle for B, and then a C wave right there. And you see the triangle here, A, B, C, D, E, or E right there, something like that. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the downside, A, B, C. And there's your W, running flat in the middle, X, and a Y wave. There's your first correction. But you see, you got the WXY. It was big, and it came all the way down to real support, this trough right there. The troughs are the real support, guys, not the tops of the waves. The troughs are the real support, okay? Now, let's look at the next correction. We had a run up. Great. Then what did we get? We got the WXY again. Look at it. We got a 3-wave. Well, we can just start to see it. We got 3 down, 3 up, 3 down. There's a WXY right there. That's a double correction. So there's your W wave. Then we got this flat that went straight up. And one day, it was a big $3,000 move. I remember it to this day. Everybody's saying, here we go to the moon. We had a pullback. Here we go. Off to the races. No, it was a running flat. Boom. How far did that come back? That came back, the original move, between the 382 and the 50. So that one came back to the 382 and the 50. And then we had a 3-wave move back to the downside to finish it out. Let's take a peek now at this one right here, this WXY. Let's see where the 382 and the 50 is. And that'll be our first target area, guys. We'll really, really watch that target zone, the 382 and the 50. The pullback to that. Boom. We're looking at 37K, guys. 30 is the 382. The 50, if it gets all the way up there, or between the 382 and the 50, there it is. It's at 40K, guys. That's my target. Between 37 and 40K on this move to the upside is what I'm thinking it's going to do. All right? Now, does it have to do that? And am I making predictions as far as this is definitely going to happen? No. I'm sharing a perspective from Elliott Wave that this is a wave structure that is possible that we could see. It's not going to go straight up there in one day. It's not going to go up there in a week. It's going to take a while. It could take a month, but it could get there in a month. It totally could get there by March. I said that I had a video before Christmas that said 40K by March, maybe. And that idea is still on the table. Okay. Now I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but it's possible, depending on the wave structure that we get here. All I'm saying that there's a very good likelihood that we get a wave up here to between 37K and 50K. Okay. How would that play out? Well, we got a 1, 2. Okay. We're going to get a 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So right now, we could get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. There it is. There's your bullish count. And that doesn't look all that bad on that chart, does it? That looks proportional. It looks good. What I've drawn there takes us into April or May. Okay? So what I've got drawn there, if it's correct, and I just drew lines, but I drew lines based upon Elliott wave structures and way Bitcoin moves. This could go into by May, guys, or maybe it carries itself into June, right? And then we get a final end of the year dump where it begins to dump slowly and steadily and comes on back down by the end of the year. Okay, that's the way I'm thinking about Bitcoin right now. I do not think we're going to the moon, guys. I don't think we're going to the moon. I think more than likely we're just doing a WXY like we always have. And we're going to come back down to real support, okay, in 3 waves. Okay, where's that real support going to find a bottom? I do not know. Let's pull the fibs and see where the 786 is. Okay, the 786 is at $2,400. That is, I would like this to come deeper. If this came up here to the 618 retrace, which would be awesome, that gets the 786 around 10,000 or even just shy of the 618 or right at it, and that gets the 786 at about 9,000. I like that zone a little bit better. We can also draw a trend line. Now, I don't know if we're going to hold this trend line or not, but we can draw a trend line here, all right, and find some support around the 786 here by the May of 2024. We have a final bottom here. Okay, this wave that I've drawn takes a year to play out. Okay. We may go up, towards the middle of summer, and then we take a year to finish this all the way down in 3 waves. It could take longer. I don't know what the wave structure is going to be. I don't know. And I don't know if they have a more complex X wave, if they plan on doing a complex X wave, in which I don't think they're going to, but because they normally don't. But they could do something like this and then come down and take a lot longer. That would take us into 2025, still ranging in this bear market, okay? And this is a bear market, guys. We're not in a bull market. We are in a bear market right now, even though we're getting this rally. Yes, I don't think it's a short-term bull trap in which we've already reached the top and now we go down and take out the lows. I don't think it's that kind of, bull trap. However, I do think overall, this is going to be a bull trap around 37 to 40K and then back down for 3 waves. That's my ultimate primary count that I'm watching. And that's the way Bitcoin likes to move fractally. That's the way, guys, all the S coins move. That's the way they move, guys. And Bitcoin is the ultimate S coin. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me take a sip of coffee. All right, guys, I've been talking for a long time. Do I have anything else to say along those lines? Let me show you one more area, guys, where when we get a WXY, the X wave is often a fast and furious wave. Let me show you. Right here, let's go down to the 4-hour. We'll see it really nicely there. Boom, there it is. Do you see it, boys and girls? What did you get? We got this move right here. Boom, 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 okay? Then what? We got this move down, and look at this wave right here. You see that wave? That is a flat. And look how straight up that thing went. Fast and furious, okay? And that thing went, when you pull the fibs on that sucker, that thing went to the 3618. The 3618. And there's some Elliott guys that are watching this saying, no way, that's not allowed to happen. Well, guys, here's the deal. That did happen, okay? That did happen. Regardless of whether it's allowed to or not. Because there's no way in the world you're going to get 3 waves out of this trash right there. That's 5 waves all day long. I'll die on that hill. I will die on that hill. All right. So if that's if that's 5 waves, I don't know what I said. I'll die. There's no way you're going to get 3 out of that. It's 5 with certainty. Okay. That means we broke the low, and here's my count on this low. We had an A wave, we had a triangle B wave, and then a C wave. Okay. So that makes it look like this was a wave 4 because there's a triangle in there, but no. That's A, and then B is a triangle. Then we had C down. Okay. No, this is 5 waves off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Flat. And there's a 3-wave move. There's W. There's X. And there's Y. And now we're going up for 5 waves. That's the best count that I have. That's the best way of dealing with this trash. Okay? So that's the way I handle this trash. That's the trade. That's the count right now that is on the forefront of my mind. That is the number 1 count that I can offer you guys, personally speaking. All right. Now, let's talk RSI for a minute. Okay? Let's just look right now. What are we looking for? Well, let me show you what I'm looking at. On the 4-hour chart, we have what appears to be a wave in the 4th wave position. Okay? Then we have what appears to be an impulse wave that has yet to prove whether it's finished or not. We might have one more high and then a rejection. Okay? So we might get one more pump and then a rejection, or we're done and we are actually starting our wave to the downside now. It's one or the other. I'm not sure which, but you'll see the 4-hour divergence there. Okay, that's beautiful. That means we have a wave 4 and a wave 5 on our chart here, and it's looking really, really good. It's all very overbought on the 4-hour. You'll see it on the 6-hour. You'll see it on the 8-hour right there. You'll even see it on the 12-hour. Not as proliferated, but it is there. Actually, it is there. It's pretty good. So, and you see it on the daily chart as well. You'll see that divergence, and you get this type of divergence, okay, when between a wave 3 and a wave 5 of an impulse wave, okay. So when we look at this guy, I know I'm ignoring you guys, but hopefully you're getting some information here. When you look at this guy, we got a 5-wave shape. Now, there's one thing that we could be doing. What I just drew for you, we could have a 4th wave that comes down to this area again, and then a wave 5 again. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, okay? So this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and done, okay? And then we come down for 3, find our support right here, the 4 of the previous degree, the top of this wave, and then we got a 1, 2 on our hands, and a 1, 2 on our hands, and then we're getting ready to go, okay? So there's a possible count for you, in which case, guys, my title says, you know, it's not a bull trap, but it's going to feel like it because this thing might start coming down with some impulsiveness. It might start coming down kind of fast, and you're like, oh no, we're going down, here we go, and everybody might get bearish again, thinking we finished. We finished a 3-wave move here, and now we're coming down to the bottom. I just don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the play. Now, could that be the play? Yes, we're going to talk about the bear count in just a minute, but I'm just giving you my primary count, then we'll look at the bear count in just a minute. So what we're seeing on the daily, it's very, very overbought. There is divergence there. We see at the end of an impulse wave, they obviously can flag this out just a little bit, take it up again for another hit, and what this would do is come down, create another divergence maybe. I don't know how long that would take, but they could come up, stop hunt the high, and then go down and create a corrective wave. So I think the next week or so are going to be corrective, and they're going to be bearish. I do think that. Okay, the daily chart, you got the 200 MA right down here. I think there's a good chance we come down and find some support. Okay, after, you know. Now, if we get a correction this big and this long, we're not going to make it into March. It's going to be more like May or June before we finish this wave. So if this wave takes, up to March, this could be all of February, guys. Just saying. That could be all of February, the way I drew that. So I'm not thinking, And so if this is bearish for a month, okay, while the 200 MA and this finds support, and then we right here we find support there, and then we start going up. That's the wave you don't want to miss, guys. On this three-way pullback, that's your chance. If the market's going to give you a chance and going to play nice for you, your best chance for getting in a really big bullish wave is a 1-2, 1-2. That's one of your best chances. Okay, so watch for a three-way move off the top. Now here's the funky thing that Bitcoin does. It doesn't often give us three-way moves off the top that are so plain and simple. What do? A lot of times what you'll see is a really fast first wave, and it'll go down in 3 really fast. It'll go boom, 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 just like that, get down to this range, okay? And then it'll start working its way slow and steady and take out the top. And everybody thinks it's going. We had a three-way pullback, and here we go. And then what it'll do is it'll shoot down really fast, take out the stops, and then continue on. And that's Bitcoin, and that's the way she likes to move, baby. That's the way Bitcoin moves bullishly, okay? And it doesn't even have to come all the way down here. It can just come here as a running correction and continue on, just like this. Let me show you guys some instances, and let me just show you on the chart where the market does this. I'll just show you how Bitcoin likes to move, okay? Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Right here, the most recent correction is my case in point. Last week, how many of you guys did well on this move? Last week's, I said we go down. We went up in 3, came down. Boom, there it is. There it is. It wasn't pretty, and it took a week. Boom, there it is. And then here we go. Now, I got stuck in here because the wave structure sucked. I was looking for another hit to the low and then a high, and it didn't give it to me. So, I didn't benefit on that wave at all. I traded it like junk. Bad trade for me. However, it is what it is. We live to trade another day, and we move on. But it sucked. It sucked royally. So, you can know what's coming. You can know the potentials, but you can make trading mistakes and not do well. Okay, so anyway, with that said, here's something interesting. There's an example of a three-way move. Let's go back to 2019, and I'll show you because I think everybody's kind of looking at 2019. Let's look at the chart, see what it did. Where is 2019? Here we go. I think that's March. There we go. There's the COVID dump. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out. Check it out. How did it play? How did this play? Here's how it played. We shot up. We shot up, right? What did we do? We had a correction, a three-wave up, correction. There was a running flat right there. Boom. 3 waves. That's 3 waves right there. And then what did we do? We did another running flat, another 3 waves, and then a 5 wave. So we did boom, boom, boom. Or to get simple, we could do it this way. We could have finished something there, and now we got the first one and the second one. Up we went. And you can look at it like this. Boom, boom, boom. But there it is. We're going up. Everything's going up, and it's still bullish. But it's correcting. Because look at the RSI. Look what the RSI is doing. The RSI is coming down. We got the divergence. Everything's coming down. Okay? And created hidden bull. Created hidden bull. You can see that on the daily. And the daily would have given you the signal for the up move. Okay? And gives you another move. Then we got up here. Look what happened. Look what happened. Check it out. 3-way move down. 3-way move up. Ending diag. Finish. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Here we go. Up we go again. All right? And then we got a big correction. Okay, so that's the way Bitcoin likes to correct. Likes to make those running flats, those expanded flats, They're bullish corrections, so that might be what we're getting ready to get. Let's look at Bitcoin off the COVID low. Okay. I could show you this stuff in here. It's some of the same stuff. Let's look at this right in here. What'd we get? We had a 3-wave move. Boom. There it is. 3-wave up. Boom. Ending diag. Boom. There's 3. Boom, boom, boom. Up we went. That was a hard structure. I remember trading that. This was a hard structure right here. Wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting, because I was expecting a bigger wave 2 here. I was expecting more down here. Okay, what I was looking at here is, come on, 3-wave move, a 3-wave move, and then another 3-wave move. And then we were going to go for the bull move. So I was waiting for that. Now, we never got it. And that sucked. That sucked royally. But I don't think it did. Actually, I remember trading this, and I think I was long in here for some of that. But it was hard to hold because you're expecting it just to come down for 3 waves during that time. So that was a challenging little area if you're day trading it. But look how this thing went. Okay, you had a 3-wave move there, down, boom. 3-wave move up, boom. Okay, and right there. Okay, boom, 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 done, and then up we went. So those are the types of corrections. We get 3 waves that break the top, correct down, take out the stops, then we go. All right. So could that be what we're getting ready to get? Absolutely. Let's look. Okay, here we are. In the middle of an impulse here. Okay, in the middle of an impulse, right? We got a wave 4 correction. All right. Now, what is this? 1, 2, 3. This could be 4. We could be in wave 5. Okay, so we might be heading up for wave 5. Okay, coming down in 3, going up in 3, correction. We could get some kind of correction like that. This could go up and then come down again for a big correction and then go on up. Okay, and that could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, big crappy correction over the next month. Okay, and then up we go. All right, so there's any number of crappy, weird things that can happen here, but that's what you need to expect in this area. Do not expect this week that we're just going to go to 40K or 28K this week. It ain't. The market can do whatever it wants to, but I don't think it's going to 40K this week. Okay, it ain't going to happen, guys. It ain't going to happen. All right, and if it does, then I'll eat my words. But I'm not seeing that. Okay, we need a pullback on the daily. The daily, the buyers out there are not ready. Who's buying right here? We have got to have some selling and some profiting so that the buyers have a sense for, let's come back in. Let's come back in and buy some more. But nobody's confident to buy after parabolic moves. Nobody's confident to buy. The only thing we're probably going to get is some kind of stop hunt, maybe up to this level right up in here. Get some kind of stop hunt and then a rejection. Now, I don't know how deep that rejection is going to come. I don't know the wave shape. Okay, I don't know anything like that. Okay, all I know is that we're due for a correction on the larger time frame, a correction that we see on the daily chart that makes a bigger structure, some kind of bigger structure on the daily. Okay, what I drew right there takes us into 3 weeks from now. Okay, just what I drew right there is 3 weeks worth of price action. Now, I'm not saying that's the shape. I'm just saying that's a potential shape, right? And I don't know what's going to play. But the point is that we're due for a correction, probably in here. We could come down deeper. I don't know, down to this level. I don't know if we will or not. I don't know what the shape is, but we're due for a correction. And then I'm expecting more upside, looking for 37 to 40K eventually. Getting there somehow, but we need to chill the market out for a while. That means on the daily, it needs to be corrective and not impulsive, so that the general momentum can cool down on the RSI and ready for the next pump, the next move to the upside. Okay, and it needs to chill out again, and then go again for a bigger move. Okay. That's what we're expecting. So That's kind of my analysis, guys. That's the wave shape that I'm looking for Bitcoin. That's what I think this is suggesting. The bearish count here, guys, is we got a WXY in our hands, and it's going to be bigger than I expect. Okay, so we have something of we could have an ending. I don't think it's an ending diag. No, actually, it's not an ending diag. It's invalid. But we could have some kind of a W down to here, X. We could be getting another Y. Now, what that could be is a connector wave of a larger flat right here that does that. Okay, so that could be some kind of ugly. So if this wants to come down in 3 waves and everybody gets really bearish, and then they see, I just don't think they're going to do it again. I think they've shot it up. Everybody's in disbelief right now. Everybody's expecting, hey, this is probably going to come down. I think a lot of people are maybe. I don't know. What's the sentiment out there to you guys? I know I'm ignoring you guys in the chat, but I'm trying to get some real good, analysis free-flowing here without being distracted by any kind of comments, okay? But anyway, that's it. I think there are some people kind of looking for this down move and then an up move. Now, that's certainly possible, guys. That is certainly possible that this could be some kind of a WXY even that breaks the low. They've been known to happen, right? Or all we need is a little bit of a pullback and we get some kind of smaller wave, then a hit to the low, and then a 3-wave move back up. So that's something that's on the table as well. That's a little bit more bearish. That this flags out, hits the high, creates 5 waves, then we got a flat, but it's not as high as I'm talking, but we go hit the low, and then we go up for 3 waves, and then we come back down later on, okay? So that's another thing that's possible in the chart. So what's good about that is that both of those counts, we flag out for a little while right here somewhere, maybe, okay? Hit the high flag, we're going to play around. We're not going to go straight up, but we might just go flag out, hit one more high, and reject really hard and take the low out. So that's a possibility you need to be prepared for at the time where this thing flags out a bit, hits the high, maybe even breaks that high, creates an expanded flat, 5 waves, boom, there it is, and then we go down and break the low, and there's the end of a wave. We come down, we make a higher low, boom, and a lower low and price higher low in the RSI, and there's divergence, and then we go up for three sharper waves. We have a bullish move over the next year, another dump to 2024 somehow. So there's another possibility as well. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not here to predict the future. I'm here to show you what wave structures can begin to play out on the chart. Now, so with all that said, the immediate attention for me is the divergence on all the time frames and the bullish, the overbought sentiment there on all the time frames on the RSI. For me, that's what I'm immediately looking at, thinking we are due for a correction of some kind. So I'm not looking for a long position right now, even though we could break this top again. I don't think we're quite ready for it. I think we might even just flag out a little bit before we break the top. Okay, so that's a possibility before we get a deeper correction. Okay, so corrective waves are what I'm expecting, and if we hit the highs, probably going to find some real resistance around $24,000. Okay, I would expect if we don't get a bounce from where we are now, expecting a bounce around 24.5 in that range, back down. Who knows how deep? What? Probably, I would love to see a retest. I would love to see a retest of the 200 MA, but it doesn't have to. But I would love to see a touch of that thing on a corrective wave on the way up here as this thing wants to start, coming up. Okay? All right, guys, I've been talking a long time. I'm done with Bitcoin. Going to look at a correlation analysis. That's next. So we're going to look at DXY in the next segment, guys. We're going to look at the S&P 500. We'll look at ADA, XRP, Ethereum. We're going to look at BNB, XLM. We're going to look at the CME chart and look at all those charts. Just see if there's an overall story that those charts are saying, and they're all saying the same story together. And then we can just start getting some basic ideas for where we really feel good about taking trades and what the market might be doing in this area. But with that said, can I read your comments? Let me take a minute and read your comments, and then we'll go from there. All right. Thanks for listening super well, and thanks for everybody being here. There's 88 of you here, so good to see you guys. All right, it's not chill burger, it's chill. The market always comes back. It's an I don't know burger. When you don't know what the market's doing, you can't figure it out, you don't see the wave shapes, it's just an I don't know burger. Sometimes that's all I got to give you. It sucks to eat an I don't know burger, but sometimes it's just all there is to eat. All right, there's a lot of comments here. Let me scroll back and see what you guys are. Man, you guys have been having a good comment here. Elliott Wave Nerds just nerded out. There it is, Chemo. All right, let's see here. Bull Trap Burger. Nope. Start from the recent bottom. 80 viewers in here and some likes. Thanks, buddy. Expanded Flat. You guys answered those questions. Great. Good job, Brandon. Got it. Expanded Flat, 5 waves in C. Shirley, well done, Shirley, on that question earlier. Let's see. I'm just skipping around here. Big Papa Pump. And order block on what time frame? I have the 12-month order block at 28K. 6-month order block at 34K. All right, there it is. There it is. Big Papa Pump weekly. Weekly order block. Gotcha. All right, y'all talking order blocks. Excellent. Let's see. S&P 500 had a perfect projection of 6 months last year. We'll look at that. Camel tea bag. Come on, man. I wasn't like that at all. I wasn't a know-it-all. Maybe I was. I don't know. No, I wasn't quite like that. Yeah, Chemo, a trough was made at 16K, and chances are when it comes back down, that's going to be the A wave of a move back down. We'll find some resistance. So my guess is boom, boom, boom right there, right? And then we'll come down, find some support, 3-wave it, and then come back down and dump through it. So, yeah, absolutely. But this, to me, this structure, guys, is 3 waves off. That's 3 waves all day for me, all day. This is not an ending structure. This wave right here is not the way generally Bitcoin finishes, okay? It's not. You say, what about the top here? Yeah, it could be an expanded flat. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. That could be an expanded flat. 3 waves up. This could be an expanded flat. Boom. So that could be 3, 3, and 3 right there. And then you get 3 back up. And then we get 3 back down. That's a count right there. And this was 3 waves right there at the top. So the reason it was 3 waves is because this could have been a flat here. A little X wave. Boom, 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 like that. I like this count, actually. Boom. And then this could come up high, and then boom, down again. To finish. And then up we go. Maybe. All right. Let's see here. Nice Chemo. Anything's possible with Bitcoin. We could drop next week and head towards 10K. Absolutely. Heavy resistance at 30K. Nothing to sneeze at. Absolutely. Let's see. All right. Hey, not a whole lot of comments there, but yeah, good. Hopefully you guys understand what I've shared so far. Then we're going to look now at correlation analysis. Alt season is upon us. Maybe. Hype. Happy to be here. Hey, man. Glad you're here. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, I haven't checked that in a while. I'll check that before we're done. Okay, check that before we're done because I haven't checked that in a minute. Let's duplicate that right there. Boom. Let's see, Bitcoin dominance. Where are you? There it is. Yeah, I mean, for me, dominance chart doesn't help me a whole lot. I'm not a big fan. I mean, what's this saying? Three waves, final wave. Yeah, dominance is heading back up. I mean, that's what that is saying for now. Dominance is heading back up, but you see how overbought we are. It's due for a correction. Dominance, so yeah, that we may be heading for the alts to break free for a wave or so. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Alex. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, you're my fractal man. My fractal man, XRP branded. That's what we're going to call you, fractal man. All right. Let's see here. Let's look at Ethereum. Let's just look at Ethereum for a minute. Now, Ethereum on the daily, same thing. We came down and hit the top of this wave. Generally speaking, if you look back at the previous move, we came all the way down. Okay, all the way down, back down to this area. I expect Ethereum to eventually, when this is finished, come all the way down back to this range right here. More than likely. It might be back to 800, maybe not all the way. Maybe 400. I know that's a big difference, but anyway, looking for something like that. There's the macro. All right, let's look at the micro. Right now, what we got rocking here is we're well overbought. Okay? Well overbought. And we have, if you look at the small time frame, a potential for a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Okay? So we're going to call this a little double bottom right here, that this finished the wave is not pretty, guys. That is not pretty at all. We're going to call this a little expanded. I don't know, man. Guys, this structure right here is trash-ola. It's the biggest trashy move you've ever seen. Okay? It's very trashy because this looks. So this is a candy cane with a spike. There's 5 waves, 3-wave pullback, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking for a 3-wave pullback and a continuation, more than likely. So it's due for a correction. Now this could go up a little higher. So we could play and go up a little higher. It could. It doesn't have to correct now, but we're close over the next several days. We're close, maybe a week, I don't know. But a correction is coming, and I don't think we're going to absolutely go break the moon here. I don't think we need a pullback of some kind at some point. Now, I don't know. I can't say. It's the small time frame waves and how the market moves on the small time frame waves is very, very difficult. But what I see here is that we have a right here. We've got divergence right there. Okay, on the 6-hour chart. That means this is due for a corrective move, a pullback, a corrective move. Okay. Something like that. More than likely, you're going to get something like that, and then another up move. And that could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going up for 5. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3-wave pullback, boom, and then up we go. All right, so I'm bullish on Ethereum in the medium term. However, I'm looking for a corrective move on the smaller time frames. Unless they're going to take out this divergence by another. Now, they can, by the way, they can take out the divergence. They can just shoot it to the moon, okay? And this way, if the RSI comes up here and takes out that high, the divergence gets taken out. That means you're going to get a move like that on the chart. Now, that's possible. I'm not here to say it can't happen. All I'm saying is that, man, right now we're looking at some divergence here. Looks like we need a bit of a correction, but you never know. This thing may shoot up with disbelief. Same goes for Bitcoin, guys. And hopefully, you're spending some time. You made it this far, and you're realizing, hey, we're not just to the moon. We don't have to correct very bearishly. We don't have to come back very deeply. It could just leave everybody behind. It could be the kind of correction that's short-lived and sideways, and then we continue rocketing up. I don't know the market makers' plans and how fast they're going to do things and with their time, but I do know that the general consensus of a wave like this, when I see stuff like this, okay, I see the 4-hour break the momentum to the downside, come back up, find retesting, and then shoot back down, breaking below the moving average here. Generally speaking, these are bearish signals that we're going to look for another move down. We're going to look for a down move so the RSI on the 4-hour can come down. Doesn't mean it's going to come down forever, and it doesn't have to come down as deep as I've drawn it. It could come down something like this. Find some support right in here. Okay, and then go on up for the next leg. I don't know what it's going to do, but these are signals, guys, of some bearishness in the market, unless the bulls come in and take that bearishness out, which is possible. They can do it. I have seen it where Bitcoin, where Ethereum or whatever likes to go up and just take that bearishness out, and it just goes up, and you can't explain it. It just is what it is, right? But right now, the signal that I'm seeing is bearish. This looks like a 5-wave move, all right? And we need to see if we're going to get some correction. However, you have to be ready for Bitcoin and Ethereum to do whatever it wants to do. So at the moment, we got bearish signals with divergence between the wave 4 and the wave 5, and we're looking for a little bit of a pullback and then a continuation, okay? Pullback that gets us back down here to the RSI, gives me a hidden bull. Okay, maybe find support here on the 4-hour 200 moving average, and then up we go for the next leg. Okay, and we're looking for A, B, and C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we get real bullish to the upside. Okay, but we got to have a correction first, not forever. Okay, I don't know the shape that's coming. I don't know it. I'm just telling you how the market likes to move. Why do I keep saying I don't know? Because I'm not pretending to know, and people confuse my channel with, you don't know anything, you're just guessing, and you're making predictions, what you thought didn't happen, and they'll come back and make bad comments and stuff. And I'm like, listen, what I thought doesn't matter. What I think doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that this is the way price structure usually moves. Okay, the way the chart likes to move, but it can move however it wants to, in any way it wants to. It can make it can pull back. Look here, guys. Look right here. We had a 1, 2. You see this move right here, 3, 4, 5? Looked like it was done, didn't it? It pulled back in 3 and shot up again before it came down. It could do that. Come down in 3, shoot up again. And then come down and shoot up again. It could do just that. Okay? I don't know what it's going to do here, but we need a correction. So what I'm telling you is that we're not going to the moon right now. We're not ready to go to the moon. Okay, we might shoot up again. Okay, but it's going to be back down. It's going to be back down. It's either going down now or going to be back down. I can't tell which. That's why we pay attention to the small micro indicator. We haven't got to the micro analysis yet. I haven't done the micro analysis. You have to wait to the end of the live to get the trading analysis for tonight's trade. Okay, that'll be at the end of the live when I'll do the micro analysis. But anyway, my point is that this is making the same shape as Bitcoin. I got a 1, 2 down here. This might be 3. I might get a wave 4 and then a wave 5. Okay, and that might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we could get an extended 5th. And there's an ABC there. Boom, and then we go down again. Okay, but anyway, I'm still looking bullishly at this wave right now. It looks bullish. It does not look bearish. You say, Jim, it looks like 3 waves. It could be, but I don't think so. I think that's designed to look that way, and I think it's going to pull back and then go, and everybody's going to be like, oh, crap, what happened? So there's going to be a little bit of a bear trap happening, I believe. So I believe a bear trap is coming, probably, on the short time frame, more than likely, in the next week or so. Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe it takes a month to play out. Depends on how big of a structure they want to create. At least a week or two, probably. We're going to be in a correction, more than likely, and you're going to see a general bearishness in the market. But it'll pump and it'll dump up and down until it finally makes 3 waves, and then you say, oh, there's 3 waves on the chart. Once it's finished, you'll see the 3 waves. Once it's done, you'll see the 3 waves. Look on the small time frame. Okay, let's remember how this wave played out. How did it do? Started out with 3 waves, and then it just pump, until eventually it did that, and then all of a sudden you look at it, you're like, oh, there's the 3 waves. Boom, it's done. Now we're going up, making higher highs. Okay. Now I think we're finished, and I think we're getting ready to work on some lower lows now, or some kind of a correction. In fact, here's a potential correction. Okay, if you're watching, I'm going to give you a little bit of some analysis here. We could have maybe A, B, and now we could get a dump C like that. This could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we get a dump here that comes out fast and furious. Takes out this low. Boom, gets everybody super bearish. 4, 5, 4, 5. Boom. Okay? You see that move right there? All right, and then everybody's thinking, oh, we're going down to the lows, and then all of a sudden it stops and it starts working its way up. And then we go. It'll start slow. It'll look corrective, look like a correction of a wave off the top, and then we're going to go. Everybody will think we're going down. That's a correction. Everybody will short the mess out of it right here, and then they'll pump through it. That's what I think's coming, guys, on Ethereum. There you go. So I think there's a real good chance this is actually very bearish, and we're going to see a bearish dump tonight. And it could happen. It could totally happen. Could totally happen. And then all of a sudden you got boom, boom, boom. And this is actually 3 waves. Breaking the top, we come down in 5. Or if it wants to get real long correction, they could get real funny. You got 3, 3, 3, something like this, and then down. Okay, so you know what I mean? Yeah. Boom, boom. No. Boom, 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 like that. I don't think that's going to play, but you know, they could get real funky. I don't think so, though. I think this is more likely. And I think this was designed. To look like we needed. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up for 5. I think that's what it was designed to look like. Now, here's how you know when that count gets invalidated. It's a trade setup for you guys. That count gets invalidated if price wants to pump up past this level right there. Then what I just said is most likely not going to play. Okay, the wave that I just drew, the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, is most likely not going to play. Okay, so realize that. Realize that is a possibility. So here's your invalidation right there. When ETH breaks this high, okay, doesn't matter what the price is, it's wave structure is what we're looking at. If Ethereum breaks this high, then my 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside is not going to play. Now something else, there might be another bearish count that takes us down there, but it's not the 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside. But if that's a 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside, oh guys, we're very, 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 very close to a pump, and it could happen before I close my live stream tonight. To a down move. Now, am I saying that's definitely going to play? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Okay? All right, so there's Ethereum. Again, looking the same way, looking for corrective wave. Okay? I think they're probably going to come down in such a way. If they come down fast, they're gonna take out some stops here and then work their way on up to the upside. I'm gonna be looking long after I see 5 waves develop. Okay, so what's the end of Ethereum gonna look like if I'm right to the downside? What's it gonna look like? Well, here's how you do it. You just take this and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see this what looks kind of like a diagonal at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it'll kind of look like a diagonal. It'll come up, break the low, come up, break the low, come up, break the low 3 times. If we got 3 1 2s at the top, you're going to get 3 4 5s at the bottom. And more than likely, there's going to be your A, B, C correction. Okay? You look at that on the larger time frame. Let's get on the 2 hour. There we go. Perfect. And then all of a sudden, what you got going on is a 1 and a 2, all right, and then a 1 and a 2. I'm not saying that's gonna play. It's definitely gonna play. I'm not here to tell you anything like that. All I'm saying is that's possible. And then all of a sudden, it'll start working its way back to the upside for the next wave. Now, if you want to know where that's going, if that's a 1 2 1 2, let's talk about it. If that's a 1 2 1 2, let's go to the 8 hour. Here's what you're looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd be looking at about $3,200. Pull the fibs on that guy. Let's see where she be. Pull the fibs. We're looking at about $3,000 at the 1618. We wick through it. Beautiful. Okay, let's pull the fibs. Retrace on that guy. See if we can figure out where price might be coming. There it is, right there. The 1618. The 618. The 50 is close to the 1618. If it wants to wick through that and get to the 618, find at this trough here, so to speak, this order block in this range here, then you're looking at $33K, $3,300. Sorry, not K. You say, man, this is so overbought. How can this be? We get that down move that brings us down really fast, and then we start working our way up again, and it goes bigger, pulls back, lower, bigger, like that. That's how the RSI will play. That's how the RSI would move on the 8-hour chart, probably, most likely. So I am bearish in the short term, guys. I don't go long here. Not at this level. Wait till you see a 3-wave correction on the. Wait till you see a 3-wave correction. This isn't the area to be buying, guys. Don't be buying here. This is profit taking area. Okay, this is profit taking for a lot of reasons. Now, is this done? I don't know if it's done or not. Is it going to come that low? I don't know if it's going to come that low. I'm just telling you that's a wave structure that's possible based on what I'm seeing. Is that going to happen? No, I'm not here to tell you if it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're just analyzing wave structures. I'm saying, listen, it's up or down, guys. It's up or down. And what they do in here, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be done. 5 waves is done right there. You get a 3-wave pullback that's pretty deep, and then we go up again. Okay? And that could be a 1, 2, 1, 2 right there, just like that. Or they could bring it down to this level, boom, take it up in 3, bring it down again deeper, okay? It might happen something like this. Could happen, faster, who knows? Something like that on the 8-hour chart, and then up we go. Find support on the 8-hour, who knows? Who knows the structure that's going to be made here? We have to wait and see. All right. But I am bearish in the short term. Even if we make another high tomorrow or tonight, that's okay. That's all right. I'm looking for a take profit zone here. I'm already short as it sits. Took a short earlier today. Took some profit. Re-entered short. All right. What have you guys been saying on the Ethereum? Oh man, you guys have been quiet. You must be watching with just enthralled with the content. Let me know if you're enthralled, if you're enjoying the night. Because I've been doing a lot of talking tonight. So anyway, we need to take a coffee break, guys. We need to take a coffee break. I need to go get another cup of coffee. Can you check XLM? I definitely will. RB, is that you, Ryan? By the way, is that you, buddy? All right. let's take a peek at XLM just because, especially if that's you, Ryan. Thanks, guys. Raw, unadulterated enchantment. You're here to learn it. All right, Alex. Nice. Coffee break. All right. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, Chris Huffman. Guys, y'all mind if I go grab another cup of coffee? Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Okay. Yep, I'm definitely going to do ADA for you. Let's look at DXY for, well, okay, XLM. Hurry up. Let me hurry up here. XLM. Couple of ways to interpret this chart. I see it a couple of ways. What you'll see first off, which is very, very clear in this chart, is the hidden bullish nature of this wave right here. Okay, you got hidden bull right there. All right, so that's something I see. However, wouldn't it be nasty? Wouldn't it be nasty if this was 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, and 5, and it could be finished. In which case, this has come back up. This could come down in 5 waves. Okay? There's 5. Done, complete, finished. Pull back and correct again. 5 waves. And then we go up again. So we get this correction here. That would be kind of nasty. And that would correlate with a Bitcoin. No, I haven't covered XRP yet, but that would correlate with a Bitcoin correction as well. All right, so that's the way XLM looks to me. Something like an A wave. Let's get a B. Let's get a C, or get 5 waves up here. So we could get 5 waves in XLM. Let's go to the daily chart for a minute. So if we get 5 waves, now this is awesome for a minute. Just check this out. If you're an XLM lover, this is awesome. Okay, this is the bottom of a correction. I think XLM. You'll notice that XLM came down. Who can tell me what kind of support has XLM found down here? Tell me what kind of support XLM has found. I'm gonna let you guys catch up with me here because who remembers the kind of, I talked about 2 different types of support earlier. All right, what kind of support has XLM found here? Dun, 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 boom, boom, boom. Come on, somebody say it. Come on, the only support it has. Come on, man. Come on, man. What kind of support have we found? If I fudge a little bit. Nobody. Oh, y'all are hurting my feelings. Thank you, Alex, but that's the wrong answer. It's the wrong answer. This has come down to the trough here, guys. It's found strong. Good job, Shirley. It's come down to strong support. Now, it may have another wave down, but I don't think so. It just depends on what's formed here. Okay? But what if? What if? What if? Let's go to the weekly here. The weekly is beautiful. Weekly on XLM is absolutely gorgeous. Okay? What do you see? What do you see? We got a wave 4. Boom. Done. 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. We're getting an impulse off of that. Check it out. Draw this trend line right there. We broke out to the upside on the wave 4. Pulled back on the wave 5. Okay? The 3-day may show it better. No, let's see. Let's see the 2-week. No. Well, the 2-week's showing it pretty well. Depends on where you draw it, right? Either way, we're breaking out. We broke out. All right, so I like XLM as a bottom. Maybe it's bottomed. Very potentially bottomed. I'm not here to tell you it has bottomed. Just here to say I think there's a good likelihood it's bottomed. That means on the smaller time frames, hourly chart, okay, we're making a 5-wave structure. Okay? That 5 waves may be complete. It may be complete. In which case you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 done. And now we're in the process of making 3-wave pullback. Now, I don't know how deep that's going to come, but generally speaking, we got very, very strong support sitting at for XLM 8 cents. 8 cents. Okay? Strong support 8 cents. We could come back in 3 waves to 8 cents. What that's going to do for Bitcoin is allow Bitcoin, get on the hourly chart here, boom. That's going to allow Bitcoin to come down and find a 3-wave pullback. Some kind of 3-wave pullback back to support here. You got a trend line here. You got some trend line support right there. Check that out, guys. Check that out. So maybe down to that trend line support. All right, maybe on the daily, we come down in 3 waves and we find some support in the 200, or we at least retest close to the 200 daily moving average, whatever, right? Could get some kind of 3-wave pullback there. All right, and what that does, it lets and then where do we go from there? Well, we start pumping. We got a 1, 2, 1, 2 on Bitcoin, and we start pumping. Depending on how complex this wave gets, could get more complex. That means XLM will get more complex as well. Something like that, right? Before it goes up. But nevertheless, we're going to get a 1 and a 2 here. And whenever Bitcoin finishes the current pullback, we might get the next wave. Okay, let's look at it. Let me remove my drawings here. Let's go to the 8-hour chart. What would that look like off the bottom? Something like a 3-wave pullback, okay? When Bitcoin pulls back, the correction I've been talking about, and then we come up, boom, 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 and that's when Bitcoin finishes its flat. And then what Bitcoin's going to do at that point is start a bear market again and come down in 3 waves. And as Bitcoin comes down to 3 waves, XLM's going to come down to 3 waves as well, but it's not going to break the low. Whereas Bitcoin will break the low. So more than likely, the dominance on the Bitcoin chart will be going up. No, dominance might be going down. I don't know. I always forget. I'm not a big dominance chart guy. So, you get that guys, you get a 3-wave pullback on XLM like that. If you see that one day on the chart in the next month or so, you're looking for a long off that, buddy. Okay? You're taking a long. This is a long area. Okay, so that's XLM to me. And then we're bullish. We're bullish on XLM. Okay, 3-day chart. Okay, there it is. When moon, then moon. Somewhere in 2024, 2025, we start going up. Okay? That's what I'm looking at in XLM. I think we have bottomed. I do. I do think we bottomed. Am I right? I don't know if I'm right. It all depends on the wave structure that's created right here. I don't know what's created. I don't know what's going to be created here. Because what we could get is some kind of 5-wave, 3-wave pullback, 5-wave, and goes up in 3, and then it comes down again. And then all of a sudden we got some kind of diag or something like that. I don't think that's going to play, but it could play like that. All right. It's XLM. Again, correlating with Bitcoin. Very, very, very well. Let's look at DXY for a minute. Because DXY, I'm looking for a potential pop to the DXY any moment now. Okay? I'm looking for a pop of the DXY. I don't know for certain, but I don't think, though it could, I don't think this low is going to get broken. I think the DXY is about to pop. I think any time now we're going to get an engulfing green candle. If we get an engulfing green candle, that's going to be a beautiful signal for a short on Bitcoin and long on DXY. The DXY is about to start popping. Okay? Any moment. Could be any time. This very candle, it could be. I don't know that. So that I'm gonna not like it if we break this low. I'm not gonna be a big fan, but it could still do it. But I'm not gonna be a fan because I'll call it trashy, as I often do, because that looks like 5 waves right there. That looks like 5 waves. I got a 3-wave pullback, looking for another 5, at least for something like this. So I'm looking for something like this in Bitcoin, something that kind of comes down fast and furious, and tonight might be the sell-off. It might even be while we're watching, like right now. It's starting to come down. It hasn't come down yet, and it may be not until London tonight. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to play, but we'll see what happens. Asia's woken up. They might start selling off because it's time. It's time for a bear trap. Time for the bears to get excited, the bulls to get a little scared, and we have a little selling pressure. And so that the bulls can come back in and buy at the right time. So that's my take on DXY. I'm looking for a little pop. Now, keep in mind, guys, that's a 30-minute chart. So I don't. That's going to be a wave to the upside, like so. We could do like this, where we got an ABC, boom, 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 boom. So we'll do A, B, C. This is trashy here. A, B, C, some kind of trash like that. And then DXY goes down again. So we need a bit of a pullback here, some kind of trashy correction here, okay, on the DXY. This is the 12-hour chart, just to give you an idea of what I'm seeing on the 12-hour. Some kind of little trashy correction. Okay, we got an impulse down, found some support at this trough. We get a trashy correction. That's a 1, 2 of the next wave. We get 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, something like that, okay? Or we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, okay? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this to be an impulse to the downside. However, I think we're in the kind of correction, because if you'll look back, what kind of support is DXY on right now? What kind of support is DXY on right now? Strong or weak? Strong or weak, guys? Let's look at it. Top of the wave, bottom of a wave. That's a trough, but it's a little trough on the way up. So we're at moderate support here, right? Because we got some tops of waves here, and this little trough, which we got to bounce up. So I think we get a bounce here. I think we get some down movement here. I think we get a correction, but I think that's all we get is a correction, okay? And then just a little blip on the daily chart like that, 3 waves to the upside, and then down more. Where's the real support here, guys? Where's the real support on the dollar, on the DXY? It's right here. Okay, the next real support is sitting at about 95 cents. $95, excuse me, about 95. That's the next real support. And the real big support, like mega support, okay, is going to be like right in here, about 90. Okay, so that's even better. So we probably come down here, get a bounce, come down here, correct, and then we die. By the way, guys, this is when the dollar dies. I think the dollar personally is topped out. I think the dollar topped out. I think the dollar's on its death throes now. I think the dollar's about dead. Okay, this is just a final rally to finish this wave to the upside. I think we're in the middle of this now. Dollar's going to die. Major inflation coming. The value of the dollar is going to go down until the CBDCs, until the central bank brings out their digital currencies. Okay, so I think that's where we're headed. Okay, so how does that play out over time in the waves? We'll get a bounce there probably. We'll get a bigger bounce there probably. Okay, so we'll get a little bounce here, coming down, a bigger bounce, come down, a bigger bounce. That takes years. Okay, that takes years or a year, and then we go down. And if they allow it to do that, that's when the dollar dies and it goes down fast. Okay, this is when all the world's going crazy, and the government comes in and saves the day with CBDCs. Here, we're gonna fix it. CBDC. They're getting ready for that, guys. They're getting ready for this. This is coming. More than likely. Now, does it have to play out like that? No. Here's the way it could play out. Okay? Let's just talk about it. We could just have a little blip, 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 and the dollar could die this year. Or well, not this year. That's what I just drew right there takes us into 2029. If it's, so who knows? We could have a major sell-off that goes really, really fast in a year's time. I don't know what's going to happen, right? I just know how, the market likes to find some support and bounce and whatnot. Let me just take a peek at the micro count here, guys. Slowly. Let me look in this small time frame chart. Okay, that resembles three waves, doesn't it? This looks like a three-way pullback. The only problem is the 5-minute didn't get all the way down here. I don't think it's done. I think this is a false bounce. Chances are they could be making a flat here. Boom, 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 and then continue down. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. See if we get a expanded flat or running flat. Then we come down again. And then we get some more. So if it's going to come down, it may continue. And as it bounces, we'll see how fast it comes down. If it comes down. This could be an initial 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be 5 and then down 3 waves and then up again. Or if it breaks this high right here, my really bearish count, my 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside is not going to be likely. Not going to be likely. But right now I have a 1, 2, possible 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Now we got a 1, 2 and a 1, 2, and this could get going really, really fast soon. Is that likely? I don't know if it's likely or not. I don't know. But that jives with my big bearish count on Ethereum. Now, it doesn't take us to make new lows. It just provides a pretty big correction here. It gives you like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to here maybe. You get a bounce back up. And then it goes down again for a third wave maybe. Something like that. So we get a move that continues on down. Maybe that fast, maybe a lot slower, I don't know. But that's a potential. That's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 off the top. I gave you a little micro analysis there, guys. You didn't have to wait till the end, but we're getting close anyway. It's 10:40. I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. All right, let's see here. So I've done DXY, guys. I'm bearish on DXY, though bullish in the near term. I think on the small time frame chart on the DXY, I think we bounce. Okay, so 30-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute chart. I think we're ready for a bounce, and we could be getting the start of a green candle even right now. This might be the beginning of what I was looking for. It may not be done. It may have to flag out here, hit the low one more time without breaking this low, and then go up. That could happen as well. But if we start getting a really big fast move here, ooh, baby, that could give you a big move to the downside in Bitcoin, which I would like right now because I'm short in Bitcoin. We'll see. We'll see. I'm ready to hedge it long and protect my position if I need to. But right now, so far so good. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? There are 73 of you still watching. That's awesome. That's awesome. How many of you have been here since the beginning? Let me know. Let me know if you've been here since the beginning. Yes and no, Chemo, but yeah, if we get he says the fact that the dollar's top, then BTC is bottom. Probably not, because what you could get as the dollar bounces back up for that wave 2 that I drew, then that could give Bitcoin its lower low. So, oh man, my back. Whew. Anyway, so that's a possibility there. All right. Yeah, this is starting to roll up, guys. Starting to look good. You got divergence here. It's starting to look decent on the 15-minute. Let's see what the 1 hour is looking like. Not broken yet. 1 hour hasn't broken. Let's see what happens here on the DXY. Looking for a pop here, though. Looking for a pop. Yeah, and I think BTC on the small time frame is just a false little pull up here. All right, let's look at the S&P 500, guys. S&P 500. What are we seeing in that chart? What is it telling us? Are the charts correlating here, guys? Let's check them out. All right. Okay, so I'm kind of looking for a downward move, potentially. I'm not certain, but I'm kind of looking for maybe this move in the S&P over the next week or so, okay? And then a big move to the upside coming, okay? And that count would be A, a B, and a C. And that would be a rally, and then that would correlate with Bitcoin going up as well, okay? This would correlate with Bitcoin coming down for 3 waves, creating a 1-2-1-2, and then we shoot up really fast. Okay, we kind of just keep rocking to the upside as Bitcoin's rocking to the upside, making an ABC, retesting the highs before a big sell-off after that. Okay, so that's the count that I've got for the S&P 500. I've got another count there, but I like that one the best. I want to see if this is going to break to the upside or if this is going to break to the downside and then gap down and finish a 5-wave move to the downside. Tonight, tomorrow, and into next week, a bearish week here. Let's see what happens here. It could go up or down here, and if it goes up, then I'm going to bring my B wave. I'm going to bring my B wave right here, and we're going to be looking for C to go on up here. This looks like a leading diag with an ABC pullback. Okay, so that's the way I'm thinking about that for now. Another way to think about it, though I don't like this as much, is maybe instead of a leading diag, we're going to get a W wave here, and this is an ABC that may come to break the top, X, and then Y, and we come down big, and we come down and we get down here. Okay, we come down to this range. Or that could be an ABC. Actually, it doesn't have to be a WXY. That could be an ABC as well. A flat B breaks the top, and then C. False rally. So if this starts going up fast, okay, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. All right, so that starts going up. Sometime in June, maybe we get a dump or something like that. Last quarter of the month, we get a dump, something like that. So that would be an ABC back down to here. It would imply eventually, guys, when the dollar dies, the markets start picking back up again, and we go again. We go again. All-time highs. Unless the market changes as we know it. But coming down to this trough here. Okay. And I can see that pretty good. You want to be buying. When the blood in the streets, you want to be buying down here, guys. So, guys, if you get another pump to the high, guys, you need to be taking profit on your. If you get a pump and you go break the high in the S&P, guys, you need to be taking profit. You need to be selling and taking profit. Do not think we're going to go make all-time highs right away. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's going to be a sell-off, and it's going to be crazy, scary times. Everybody's going to be euphoric. Everything's rallying. Everything's turning around. It's looking good. I don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe next year. Maybe this year. I don't know. But, guys, if it goes up here in 5 waves, take your profit. Break the high, take your profit. You're going to be euphoric. You're going to be like, oh, the market's, everything's fixed. But no, there's going to be a dump coming. And so we'll be here doing this at that time. So we'll be here, and you've heard it beforehand. Okay. So be watching this over the next year or so. Is this going to go up in 5, or is it going to go up in 3? I don't know which. So we could come down here. We could just go up in 3. So anyway, yeah. So I see, if we get a bit of a dump here tomorrow, over the next week or so, which I can see happening here potentially. We're looking at this as let's see, how did I have that right here? A, I want B to come down here, and then we get C. Okay, looking at that as A, B, C, and I'm looking for this as a 3-wave move to the downside, and then up. Okay? There you go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's look at ADA and XRP, because I haven't looked at those yet. And we'll keep rocking. How are you guys doing? Doing all right? Doing all right. Thanks, Chemo. Appreciate your interaction on the chat as well, man. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Hey, getting a little bit of a down move here. Let's see if she's going to continue down, or I think she's going to fake out here. Could get a 1-2-1-2 working. Let's see what happens. This could be a 3-wave move and we go break the top. That's a possibility. So watch out for this. This is 3 waves. Break the top after that. See what happens after that. And that could all be a 1-2. I don't think so. I got a sneaking suspicion this is going to work its way down. Just a sneaking suspicion. We're not going to go hit the highs. So we're going to work our way down from here. I think it's a sneaking suspicion. We got a 1-2-1-2 working. A big series of nests of 1-2-1-2s. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's look at XRP and ADA. Okay, XRP. There's what I'm looking for XRP right now. Kind of a big move down here, guys. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I got drawn. All right, so you can see here we've got you got a 3-wave move to the upside, a 3-wave move to the downside, and a 5-wave move to the up. Here could be done. And now we're coming down for 5. Pretty deep. Okay? Let's see what else that could be. We didn't break the high. So the other possibility here is that this is a 1 to the downside, and that's a 2. There's a 1. There's a 2. Now we broke this high, so that can't be. So the 2 would have to actually be 3, 3, 5. Boom. So we'd have to say 1, 2. This is 1. That's a 2. And then we go. When does that get invalidated? At the break of this high right there. So the 1212 gets invalidated on the XRP if that breaks this high. Now let's look at it on the higher time frame. Let me clear my chart. Look at it on the 4-hour. Show you what I'm seeing. All right, see it? We either have an A. Come on. A, B, and then C right to there. It can be A, B, C, and it's done. And then we got a 1, 2, 1, 2 off the top. And this could be working down for 5 waves, 3-way pullback, 5 waves. Or we could see this as 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 waves. It's valid. And we're looking for a 3-way pullback. Boom, a deep one down to here, a pullback, a deep one, and then we go. So we get a pullback in XRP. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the charts as a potential right now. Looking at this divergence on the 4-hour. Check it out. Now, flats can make divergence like that too. Okay? Flats can make that kind of divergence. So this could be some kind of 3-wave. This could be some kind of 3-wave. We get a 5-wave. Boom. Again, we get a fast and furious wave down, and then we go again. Okay? That's a possibility. But I think there's a strong likelihood this is actually a nest of 1-2-1-2s to the downside. It's very bearish. It doesn't mean down forever. Doesn't mean breaking the lows. It just means that this wave is going to be fairly deep. And we're going to get the third wave of the third wave pretty soon. Something like this. Okay? And that could be A, B, C, or this could be A, B, C, like that, and then we go. Don't know which. Nevertheless, I'm looking. This is the next move. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe. I mean, that's a possibility. Based on this wave structure, that's a way to interpret that. Okay? You can see that we are, looks like we're finding support here. If this breaks below that trend line on the 4-hour, oh boy, it's going down. Okay? Watch the 6-hour even on that trend line right there. If that breaks below that, that's a good indicator. Good indicator of downward momentum. There's going to be a trend to the downward side until it gets oversold, okay, and creates hidden bull divergence. Boom, 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 something like that, and then up we go, or down to here, up and then down, so we can get something like this, and then we go. Okay. All right. Let's zoom out and look at the daily on XRP. Just kind of look at the what's the daily trend here. So broke that low. That's okay. All right. So what I'm seeing here is an A, 3 waves to the upside. I'm seeing a B, 3 waves to the downside, potentially. And then maybe we're looking for C. So that 3-wave back I'm telling you about, that comes back, then we go. That's when Bitcoin goes, okay? And then we got an ABC on our hands, okay? And then what's going to happen? We come down to support again. Maybe even break this low, find support, and then we run up. Or we start, flagging out and then, whatever. So, not quite yet. Not quite ready yet. But there's the ABC, correlates with Bitcoin, what we're seeing there. We need a bit of a pullback on the daily, need a bit of a pullback down to here. Then we can maybe go hit the high really fast. Okay? Get a real big pump in XRP. Coming to a chart near you, maybe. Again, I'm bullish. I am bullish in the medium term over the next 6 months, maybe a couple months. Very fast and furious wave to the upside. But in the immediate term, looking for a bearish wave, more than likely. Maybe. The invalidation points. The invalidation points are breaking the last swing high. Okay? The invalidation points of the 1-2-1-2 to the downside. Now there might be more bearish counts, but the 1-2-1-2 to the downside, that gives us that intermediate wave down to the four of the previous degree that gets us down there. That might be a pretty dumpy, but not ultimately dumpy. I mean, not like dumpy forever. Just down to the next support, right? So see this wave right here. So 1-2-1-2 gets us down here, kind of fast and furious. Pull back, boom. Find support here, get a 3-wave pullback, maybe another 5-wave dump. And then off we go. And then this Bitcoin corrects in 3 waves as well. And then we go up for the next thing sometime in February. So this takes us to the end of this what I've drawn right there takes us to the end of the end of January, a couple of weeks. What I drew there, and then we in February have another bullish run at it, and that may be exactly what we're going to get in Bitcoin for the next 2 weeks. We get bearish. There'll be pumping and dumping. So there'll be a dump first. Probably let's get a dump down here. Let's get a pump for another week or two, and then we get another dump. Okay, takes us into February, and then we start working our way up. Okay. And another wave to the upside. Like that. That's kind of what I'd be watching for. Let's see what happens. All right, let's look at ADA, guys. Now, ADA gets me seriously excited. ADA really gets me excited, okay? Let me explain why. Guys, just looking at ADA, this looks like a leading diagonal off the top. Okay? Looks like a leading diag. Let's see. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, yeah, could be a leading diag. We got a 3-wave pullback, A, B, and C. And now we're getting another impulse wave. I mean, this is definitely an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We get an ABC back to the upside. A, B, C. Maybe. Didn't have to happen. This could just keep coming down. Okay. And that would be a 1-2-1-2 in ADA. And then a big bearish move. Boom. Yeah. Or this could just keep rocking. Just keep rocking bearishly. So we might get a sell-off here before we... I don't know, man. I'm looking at the chart. We'll see. It's got to get some momentum here. Are we getting that pop in DXY? Getting a wick on DXY here, guys. That's looking good. That is looking good. Guys, I haven't taken time to invite you into the Discord. If you want to be a part of my Discord, I would love to have you in there. Become a Patreon supporter. Just go to patreon.com/shipofalltrades. Join there, and we'll get you in there tonight. We do 2 live streams a day. Have a lot of fun. We're even doing a Bible study tomorrow night. I'm actually going to post the Bible study. I'm going to actually put it out there. It just talks about the last days and what we're seeing in crypto and what we're seeing. We had a big time. I think Kemosabe mentioned it in here. So, yeah, anyway, that was a lot of fun. Love to have you guys in our Discord. We got a great community. One of the best Discords out there, in my opinion, and others' opinion. I think others have told me it's one of the best Discords they've ever been a part of. So I just really love to have you in there. And, times have been tight for people, I know. So, it may not be, the time for you. And if any of you guys out there are just trying to learn how to trade, money is a real issue for you, send me a private email. We'll get you into the Discord as a gift for a month, just to learn. You can go through my course and you can just learn. If $40 is a real issue for you, I mean, just like you just can't afford it, but you do want to learn how to trade and protect yourself, and then absolutely I'll help you. But if you can, servant is worthy of his hire. I've created some content and a place, and I spent a lot of time working on it. So hopefully $40 a month is a small amount for that. So I'd love to have you guys in the Discord. Just wanted to mention it while I was thinking about it. You get more of this every day, though. You get live stream every day, every morning, and usually live stream in the evening, but sometimes just a video as well, or some charts. But usually I do a live stream in the evenings as well. Seth, you make it one of the best Discords, buddy. Let me tell you something. You and Chemo, you just Merle made it a great place to be as well for years. He's been absent for a bit, but anyway, love to have you guys in there. All right. Well, let's see. What was I saying? Oh, ADA. So let me show you ADA long term. Long term. It gets me kind of excited here. When I look at ADA, I want to say ADA's bottomed. Okay. Remember, here. Let me go to this chart here. Good. Remove. Let's get rid of my pivots here because they're bothering me. There we go. You could argue that ADA could come down a little deeper for better support. So that's an argument that says, hey, we're not done, Jim. However, man, when I look at this, when I look at this, I see this ending diag right here, and I'm like, oh, that looks so done. That looks so done. The only thing that bothers me is that it didn't come down as deeply as I would like to have seen it. Okay? Now, could this be an A, B, and a C? Yes, it can be. It could be. In which case, you'd be looking at this as an A, B, and now we're getting C. So we might still be getting the same thing, and we're going to come down and make a lower low. I'm not sure about that, but I got this diagonal down here, either a C wave or a final diag there. So that means we're getting an impulse off the bottom, okay? And so whenever that's finished, and it looks like it could be done. It looks like it might, just like XLM, it's got the done look to it. All right, look at the 4-hour chart. This has the I'm finished look. Okay, I got a wave, come on. I got a wave 4 and I got a wave 5. I got divergence here. Man, this looks fantastic. I got double guys. I got a wave 4 of the previous degree and another wave 4. So I got double divergence here. This looks cooked, guys. It looks like it's finished and it needs to come on down for 3 waves. Okay, and then I'd be looking for more upside, probably. So maybe I drew that too big, but come down for 3, more upside. Once you get 3 waves that resets the 4-hour RSI, boom, boom, here we go. We're going again. Look for 3 waves on your chart. Wait for that to happen over the next month. That's a buy signal. Wait a month, wait a couple of weeks. Let this play out. When you see 3 waves hit the bottom, that's a buy signal for ADA, for wave 3 to the upside. If you want to learn how to read the market like I read it, I'd love to have you in the Discord, guys. I really, really would. Come on in. Come on in. All right, guys. Well, I'm pretty exhausted. I've been 2 hours here, 9 to 11. I've gone through all my setups. You can see that I'm bullish for the medium term. But I don't think we're going down right now, but I am bearish right now. I'm looking for a wave back to support, guys. So my final analysis for now, well, I mean, I could be wrong here. I mean, this could go up and, guys, this could go up and break the top again. I said that. I'm going to say it again. So we could go, so if we go up from here, okay, the invalidation of my 1-2-1-2 count is a break of, I would say, 23,000, 23K, 2350, something like that, in that range. Okay, the real ultimate invalidation of my 1-2-1-2 count is 23,330, a break of that range up there. Okay. So if we get a break of those levels, then yeah, no. But if I'm right on this being a 1-2-1-2, 1-2, guys, we're looking for a pretty big fast move tonight, and looking to come back down to this range, pull back, take a low, pull back, take a low, something like that. Finishing a wave like that into support, looking for a 3-wave pullback and maybe more down, or that becomes 3-wave and then we go up from there. But I'll be looking to take a long after this wave finishes 5 waves. So I'm going to be watching that for 5 waves. I want to see 5 waves that are finished. I want to see 5 waves finished. That means if this is a 1-2-1-2, we start coming down now, we need to look for a 4-5-4-5. Okay? Or actually, there's 3-1-2. So this could be 4-5, 4-5, 4-5. So we look for 3, 4, 5s. It's going to look diagonalish. Okay? That is my final answer, guys. That is my final answer. For now, until the possibility of this coming up, breaking this high, because this kind of resembles three waves, doesn't it? And it looks like we want to go up and break the high. That's plausible, but I think that's a deception of the market. I think they're trying to make it look like that, and I think more we come down probably fast. Excuse me. Dan POV, that sounds great, man. Love to have you. And by the way, you don't have to wait to the beginning of the guys. You don't have to wait to the beginning of the month to join. It just bills you on the day that you join, so you don't have to worry about the billing anymore for what do you call it, for Patreon. They had too many complaints about that, so we're good. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I got for you. Thanks for joining me, guys. Seth and Kimosabi, any charts you want me to take a peek at? You guys are the only ones I'm going to allow. Let's see who else is around. Johnny Utah, you can, if you're in my Discord and you got a quick chart you want me to look at, let me know. I'll look at it very quickly right now, for just real fast. Any charts before we call it a night? Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Hit the likes if you would, and leave a comment for me. Come back and leave a comment. That'd be sweet. That'd be really awesome. We got 70 people watching. It'd be cool if we had 70 people actually come back, make a quick comment for the YouTube algorithm, just blow that thing up. Okay? All right. H-bar. All right, let's look at H-bar. This is looking good for Binance Coin. What I drew here is potential. We get a pullback and then continuation. So that's BNB. All right, let's look at let's go to ADA and then go to H bar. Got the divergence, kind of, sort of, not really. Looking for another high, man? Are we looking for another high, then a pullback? We need a three-way pullback, dude. We need a three-wave. Could have an extended fifth. That's why we don't have divergence. Sorry. Yeah, it looks like we got an extended fifth there. 1, 2. Here's your wave 4, wave 5. Looks done, man. Looks potentially done. Could come up here and then back down. Three-waving. So I'm thinking bearish correction now. We could still go up, but I'm thinking down for now. 3 waves and then up some more. A downtrend, I should say. All right, and then KDA, we'll call it a night. Oh, that's trash. I don't do trash coins, man. Sorry. There's nothing here. It's the same as Bitcoin, though. It's the same as Bitcoin. So, yeah, you got A, B. Looking for C. Looking for C. Maybe. If Bitcoin does that, KDA is going to go as well. It needs a pullback. Something like that. But I'm not here telling you definitely, but that looks decent. Like that. And then down again. Maybe not. Maybe it's found a bottom, but I doubt it. This is 3 waves, looks like. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. We'll talk to you later. I'm glad to have you. And come join the Discord. I'd love to have you. We'll see you later. Have a great night. Bye-bye.